Hey guys, Matt Allen here. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin. Today I want to walk you guys through the new, used aluminum boat that we've picked up so that we can start expanding into some new fisheries this year. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am about this boat. This is going to open up a lot of opportunities for us in 2021. We've already started fishing. We've already been out here on Chickamauga catching fish, but we are just getting started. We're going to be out on the road here in just a couple of weeks, fishing with you guys all over the place. And this boat is just one of the tools that is going to enable us to have an amazing year this year. So we have been shopping for an aluminum boat for 3 years. It's taken a long time to find the right one, especially because as we have fished more fisheries, and then now as we have moved out to Tennessee, our needs have changed. The fisheries themselves have changed, but we knew that we've wanted a jet boat this entire time. So let's start at the back of this boat. We'll move forward from there. I'm going to show you what we've got and then just the couple of things that I've changed or am going to change. We're keeping this boat really, really stock. Now, our bass boats, if you're familiar with Tim and I's boats, we both have very, very nice bass boats. We both run Champion 210s. It is an older boat. They're discontinued, but the reason we did that, we bought those boats because they're very reliable. They're very stable hulls. They run great in rough water. And by buying older used boats, we're able to take that extra money and invest it in equipment. So the gear that is on those boats is very nice. We run Solix 15s, we run 360 imaging, side imaging, all sorts of different technologies. This year, we will run live. It's so that we can teach you guys those new technologies, because Tactical Bassin is a community, and there are all sorts of different anglers in that community. Some people are fishing from the shore with their first rod. Others are fishing out of aluminum boats, float tubes, bass boats, and some are top level tournament professionals watching the videos. So we truly do everything we can to cater to everybody. No matter what level of angler you are, in 2021, we want to help you catch more and bigger fish. So our bass boats are designed to be cutting edge in terms of technology. We're always putting new equipment on them, the latest and greatest, so that we can learn those techniques, learn that technology, and teach it to you so you can figure out which pieces will best help you. It's not like most people are going to run every brand new advanced technology, but you can learn the pieces that will help you with your style of fishing. The aluminum boat, whole different ball game. We're going simple. There won't even be a graph on the front of this boat, okay? So Tim and I both grew up fishing, from the shore, fishing out of float tubes, fishing out of kick boats. I caught my first handful of double digits out of a 10-foot aluminum boat. Then I upgraded to a 12-foot aluminum boat. It was only a few years ago Tim was fishing out of his bass tracker, and then we've owned a handful of bass boats since that time. So we have fished out of every level of equipment, including shoes, that you can fish out of. And we understand that there are people that watch these videos in all of those different scenarios. So this boat, again, will be basic. This is back to basics. Fishing shallow water, fishing creeks, fishing rivers, fishing ponds, fishing backwaters, the places you truly can't even get a bass boat, because there are a lot of advantages to aluminum. There's a lot of advantages to a small boat that will go in shallow, skinny water. So kicking this off, here we are halfway through the video. I picked this boat, for this motor. This is a Yamaha 4-stroke. It's a 70-horse motor. So it's got enough guts to get up and go, but it's not a big motor. This boat doesn't go particularly fast. It does, I don't know, 25, 26 miles an hour. That's all I need. I'm not looking for a boat that'll scream down the lake. I'm looking for a boat that will get good fuel economy and will float in shallow water. So this Yamaha, the 4-strokes are incredibly reliable. They have an amazing reputation. They go for years and years and years. This one has an aftermarket jet foot on it. So instead of having a prop, it's got this contraption. It sucks in water, spins it around, and blows it out the back. That's how it gets its propulsion. As a result, you can run this thing in just inches of water without fear of destroying your prop and being stuck. Again, that Yamaha 4-stroke, I was looking specifically for this motor, and I was able to find this boat. This is a 17.5-foot boat. It's a War Eagle, a 1756, if I'm not mistaken. That Yamaha 4-stroke 70 horse is a motor. This one has really low hours, and it's a motor that will just go and go and go. Because when we get into some of these places that we're going to go, where you're running miles in skinny water, if you have a problem, it's not like just anyone can come get you. It's not like you can just go to the next boat ramp or call your buddy with a bass boat to come get you. You've got to get yourself back out. So reliability is everything. That's why, and speaking of reliability, the first thing I did when I got this boat was tear through the hubs and replace those. So, well, I didn't actually do it. A new friend did this one for me. But these are bearing buddies. Bearing buddies are about as basic and as simple as it gets. That's what I wanted. There are all sorts of hubs that can be run today. There's all sorts of vaults and all sorts of different brands that are more advanced, newer technology. But let's talk about reliable. A bearing buddy is a part that you can get in any hardware store, in any small town, anywhere in America. When you're out on the road, when you're fishing in backwater places, access to parts is everything. So that was first. Pick the right boat, pick the right motor, get that trailer dialed where it'll be reliable and where we can work on it. From there, this boat's so simple. There's almost no storage. Under seat storage, life jackets. My life jacket, CC Sierras. That simple. We've got a little bit of storage over there. All I've got in there is lights, a paddle, an anchor, and my paperwork, right? So we're legal. That's it. We're gonna put a new graph on this boat. I need a graph so I can see bottom, but I'm gonna put a smaller helix on here. So it's a nice graph, but it's not out of this world. I just need to see bottom and see where I'm going. That's it. I'm not even putting a second graph on. We're not going to have a front graph on this boat. I did install this 4-rod holder. That's the only thing I've done inside the boat yet. And I did that just, well, so I had a place to put some rods. This boat is not going to be fancy everything. We've got storage for 4 rods. We can fit a handful of Plano boxes in here. Now the trolling motor, it's got a Minn Kota Edge on it right now, which is a 12-volt trolling motor, which would do a perfectly fine job, but it's a hand steer. The problem with that, for what I need, is that I plan to run this boat, again, in skinny water, around wood, around rocks, in current. A hand control requires that I stand right here to be able to reach it. I have to have my hand on the handle. When you're in fast water, it is so easy to get thrown off the nose of the boat if you hit something. So I'm going to take that trolling motor off. I ordered the smallest, most basic Ultrex that I could get. Just shortest shaft, simplest sonar, because I'm not even going to hook the sonar up. Just basic, but it's foot pedal controlled. That will allow me to put my foot pedal down here. I can stand on this lower deck when we're in those situations. It's just a safety thing. You don't want to be miles and miles down the lake and get ejected out of your boat. When that's something you can avoid, you need to avoid it. So change the trolling motor, put a graph on, and we're done. That's it. This boat is about simplicity. When we're on the bass boats, We'll teach you about technology. We'll teach you about running patterns, finding fish, breaking down new water. When we get on this boat, we'll be talking about exploring. We'll be fishing shallow water. We'll be using our eyes to see what sort of current or what sort of situation we're in. We won't be looking at electronics. This is more of an old school setup, but this is how we grew up, and I wanted just a simple go fishing boat that can go anywhere. We're still fishing out of the kayaks. You're going to see a bunch of that this year. We'll be doing some shore fishing. No matter who you are, no matter what style of fishing you do, we will have videos in 2021 designed to help you catch more fish. Not you with 10 times more technology catching fish, you catching fish. We'll go out in the kayak, we'll go out in the aluminum, and we'll go out in the bass boats, and we will have a blast exploring this great country this year. I'll link the different things I'm putting on this boat in the video description. You know, some of the random stuff like the exact tools. Like I had to get new tools for a new boat. So the tools that I put in this boat, those little things that make a difference. But really, I just wanted to walk you guys through it. We're a couple of weeks away from really kicking off. The next video is going to be some underwater stuff that's just awesome Tim's been working on, and then we're back to fishing. We'll start putting this thing to good use. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you soon.